Hey everybody, this is Miss Harden again. Today we're working on dividing a whole number by a decimal this time. So are you ready? Here we go. So here's something new. So we're going to be dividing a whole number divided by a decimal. So always remember when you have a division problem, you always want to do this first step, in divided by out. All right. So I want you to write this problem on your paper. We have on the inside, on your dividend, that is 6. And then on the outside is your divisor, that is 3/10. Okay. In divided by out. Now, step 2, make sure the divisor is a whole number. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your divisor right here. Now, is that a whole number, 3/10? Nope, you're right, it is not. If it is not, go to step 3. If it is, go to step 5. Well, we said no, it is not. So we're going to go to step 3 right here. So it says we need to move the decimal one spot to the right. That only works for this one because to get this to become a whole number, I'm going to move it over once, and that's one time. And that tells me that turns into a 3. Okay. So now step 4 says move the decimal of the dividend, the inside number, one spot to the right also. Whatever I do to this first number, I have to do to the inside number. So I have to move that over one spot as well. Now, this little thing right here, remember, 6 is the same thing as 6 decimal, 6, oh my heavens, 6 and 0/10. Okay. So technically there's a decimal there. All right. So what we're going to do, since we moved over one spot to the right, there's an empty spot. So what we use there is a 0. So that turns into a 60. All right. So now we've moved our decimals. Our divisor is a whole number, and we are ready to divide. Step 5 says divide as you normally would. If there are any decimals in the dividend, the inside number, which I don't see any right now. Technically, there's one at the end. We'll see if we need it or not. Then we just move them up. Okay. So now we're just going to divide. So how many 3s can go into 6? Actually, you know what? Before I do this, I'm going to make my little squares here. There we go. So now, how many 3s can go into 6? Yep, you're right. That's 2. So 2 times 3, that is 6. Subtract. And I get 0. Now, in your head, you're going to be like, sweet, I'm done. It's 0. Nope, we're not. Because we always have to bring down all the numbers. So now I need to bring down the 0 from the top. Well, how many 3s can go into 0? Obviously, that would be 0. 0 times 3 is 0. That is 0. Now, are there any other numbers to bring down? Nope, there is not. So our answer to 6 divided by 3/10. So basically, how many 3/10 are in 6? The answer is 20. All right. So that's your video practice number 1. All right. So let's go to practice problem number 2. All right. Ooh, it's kind of hard to see, isn't it? So what we have here, we have 39 divided by 3/10. So remember, in divided by out. This pen doesn't like to work, as you can tell. So here we go. Well, I have 3/10 divided by 39. All right. Well, my next step is I have to make sure that this outside number is a whole number. Is that a whole number right here? Nope, it is not. How many spots over do I need to move that decimal to make it a whole number? Yep, only one. One spot here. And then I'm going to move this. Technically, there's one right here, right? So I'm going to move that over 1 as well. And I need to put something in that empty spot, correct? You are right. That would be a 0. So I'm going to rewrite this to make it a little nicer. We're going to have 3 on the outside divided by 390. So now I'm going to, I already used that color. I'm going to put my boxes on top. Oh, look at that. It made it smaller. Yay. Okay. So now, how many 3s can go into 3? Yep, you got it. It's 1. 1 times 3 is 3. Subtract. I get 0. Bring down the 9. How many 3's can go into 9? That is correct. 3 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. That's 0. Oh, we must be done, right? Nope. Just kidding. I have to bring down my last 0 because that's the last number in the problem. That is 0. So how many 3's can go into 0? That is 0. So I subtract my 0 and I still get 0. So how many 3/10 are in 39? Ladies and gentlemen, our answer is 130. Excellent job, my friends. Now, your next job is to do the next 2 problems on your own and then put your answers into the little quiz, and then you'll be done. And then on to daily tasks or today's tasks. All right. Have a super day, everybody. Bye.